Alright, 59 Buick Wagon. It's an Invicta state wagon. So this is the higher end wagon. Obviously it's fucking rough. I do have all the trim, all this bullshit. Needs a fucking rocker, needs doors, it's all fucked up. Needs a quarter. Then you got this fucking trim that doesn't exist, you can't find it. Then you got hinges it needs that don't exist. I do have all this trim, luckily. It's all in there. But look at that sexy beast. I did get this working. This hinge is completely rotted out. And as you can see, these hinges are pretty much rotted out. And none of that shit exists. So it's going to be a tough one to build, man. So I was trying to buy a certain car and the deal fell through. So I kind of got some cashola saved up. Yesterday I spent a couple hours searching Craigslist, Facebook, eBay, trying to find a 59 Buick Wagon for sale, and I couldn't find a single one for sale in any shape or condition at any price. So, people are like, man, that motherfucker's rough. I'm like, dude, this is my dream car. I couldn't pass it up. What are we gonna do? Wait another 15 years for one to come up for sale for, 20 grand or what? So, definitely glad I snagged this one, but it's not pretty. It needs fucking love. It's fucking rough. Actually, this side's pretty tits. You can see the rocker trim's kind of bent up, but the rocker on this side's actually good. I swear to God, there ain't a dent on this fucking side. The other side's trashed. The seller kept talking about how tits the grill was, and then, this shit's all broken off on this side, but, he also said the motherfucker ran, and I swear to God, when I went and looked at it, nobody had popped this hood in probably 15 fucking years, what it looked like, but, he said he had the car for 15 years, and he said that he drove it, or his wife drove it, fucking whatever, around San Antonio fucking 15 years ago, and he said he's had it running a couple years ago, or a year ago, whatever he said, and I think even the carburetor's completely fucking seized, completely seized, motor's fucking locked up, dude, for the price I paid, can't really complain, but don't fucking bullshit, I know that, clearly that shit hasn't ran in fucking decades, but whatever. Really not mad about that or anything, because I didn't give a fuck. I gave the dude 20 bucks more than he was asking for it. I didn't have any change. I said, I don't give a fuck. Can't pass up a 59 wagon. Look at that. So, if you want a 59 wagon, too bad, because they don't fucking exist. It seriously took me 13 years to... Actually, I lied. I found one for sale probably 10 years ago, and I heard that it was a blue one. I honestly thought this was the same wagon when I saw this on Craigslist, but it was a blue LeSabre wagon. This one's an Invicta, but I thought it was the same one. Old lady wanted $1,500, man, and it was definitely, well, it was probably rougher than this one, honestly. Old lady wanted $1,500, man. I fucking called that chick immediately, man, and she's like, sorry, it's sold, and I never did see it in person, never heard where it went, but, so when this one came up for sale, locally, it was seriously 30 minutes from here, and I fucking jumped on that shit, man. Honestly, I was, in disbelief for, a month or two. I couldn't believe that I fucking finally found one, and luckily I had the cashola for it. Honestly, I didn't have the cashola for it. I kind of scrambled, and, the dude told me I was the first one to look at it, but he also, because like I said, I didn't fucking Jew him down or nothing. I just said, hey man, it was actually Memorial Day last year, so I was like, dude, I can't go to the bank, there's, I can't get you the money today, but, and he respected that I knew about these, and I really appreciate him, so he was cool about it, but I was like, hey man, I can't get this money today, I'll come back, so that was a Monday, so I was like, I'll come back tomorrow, and bring you money, but I asked him later, I said, was I the first one to look at it? And he's like, you're the first one to look at it, but you weren't the only one to look at it, so I guess he was still showing the car, even after we, made a deal, which I don't blame him. There's so many fucking flakes out there, but I think he knew that I fucking wanted it bad, and, yeah, I ended up giving him 20 bucks more than he was asking, but, man, if you want one of these fuckers too fucking bad, they do not exist. You cannot fucking find one. So anyway, I'm going to do a little in-depth about how special this car is. And, you know, old timers, they don't give a fuck about these, you know. And I remember when I had my first 59 Buick, I don't know if you can tell, but we got the water company right next door. And when I had my first, so this is 2005, I had that 59 Buick Electra 4-door sedan, and I had my Pontiac. And I remember the dude that worked over there, he'd stop by every once in a while. And I remember one time he told me, he's like, man, you know, growing up in the 70s, like, we fucking hated these cars. He's like, they were fucking big old turds, you know, and, you know, we didn't want to be seen in our grandma's fucking car and all this shit. And he's like, you know, we hated them when we were in high school. He's like, you know, now, you know, 50 years later, he's like, they're fucking so cool. He's like, you know, we didn't really respect them back then, and now they're fucking awesome. So I always thought that was cool, you know, and that's how it was. I mean, you know, I think about, like, well, fuck, you know, what was going on when I was in high school, you know, I mean, fucking Intrepids and fucking bullshit like that. Nobody gave a fuck about those. I don't think anybody's ever gonna give a fuck about those, but it's probably what they said about this thing, and that's probably why they all got scrapped, because I mean, that's a heavy bastard. So much aluminum and stainless and fucking chrome that, I mean, you could make some money in the 70s on these fucking big old turds. But some of them did survive. The Invicta wagon for 59 is actually the lowest production 59 Buick wagon, or lowest production 59 Buick of any body style, which is cool, because it's, I mean, the rarest of the rare. Like I said, they do not exist. You will not find one for sale. If you had $1 million to spend, you couldn't find one for sale because they don't exist. So I feel extremely lucky to have snagged this one. And I mean, dude, there's nothing more sinister, nothing more fucking. I wish I had the chrome trim on the fenders, but I mean, dude, nothing cooler. Seriously, nothing. That's just so sinister. You know, then you got the 59 Imperial, which is just plain fucking pimp, man. That's just Imperial. Then you got the Star Chief, which is kind of awkward, honestly. But I love it. I've had that car for 13 years, and I fucking love that thing. But ain't no wagon. Anyway, just wanted to express my love for the 59 wagons before I crash out for a little bit. Yeah, if you want one, too bad. They seriously don't exist, so just gonna have to drool over mine. I'll see y'all later.